Hey guys, so this is the second time I'm going to be filming this video because I tried to use my old phone, but it kept crashing on really long recorded clips. So we're back to the iPhone 5S, and today we're going to be playing Minecraft on Longhorn 47.4. We're going to be installing it on the... If I rotate the phone, rotate the phone, we're going to be installing it on the Windows 98 machine. So this has a 3 GHz Pentium 4, a Sound Blaster Live, a 3Com network card, and an FX 5200. But first we have to install a, hang on, I can fix this. Yeah. Nope, that's just gonna keep rotating. Okay. But first, we have to install a hard drive to install Longhorn on. So I got this Hitachi Desk Star that we're going to be putting in here. So if I can just move the phone over some like this and then move it down, I can film plugging it in. So we got a SATA cable. We could just, and we got our power, and it's upside down. Then we can just take the Desk Star and put it in the bottom of our case like this. Then we can put the side panel back on. Ow. Alright, we are now ready to go. So, reposition the camera back at the LCD display, and maybe fix the tripod a little too. Maybe I should unscrew this a little. That might help. There. Oh, that would have helped. Okay, anyway. So, this is the LCD monitor we're going to be installing it onto, but the last thing we have to do is we have to plug in a USB mouse, because Longhorn does not work with the PS2 mouse as seen in the 98 Lite video. So I gotta plug this in to the front of the case. So I just, nope, not on the camera's cord. So this mouse is plugged in. Now we can take our DVD and put it in the computer. And I've got to hit the power supply switch. Alright. So the DVD is in. Yes, this iPhone is way better at recording the LCD. So we gotta wait for the drive to seek and find my DVD, and then we can get started. Alright, hit any key. It's going to boot off the CD. So the Windows 98 machine here is more or less it's more or less an XP machine from 2005-ish. But with all the extra hardware in here, we can basically ignore all of the onboard hardware and just use my add-in cards. So that includes the FX 5200. But we're gonna have to do some driver weirdness once we get Longhorn installed, because yeah, the driver that Longhorn comes with for the FX 5200 is actually terrible. It does not play Minecraft at all. It just crashes instantly. So we gotta wait for it to start. Let me pull up my magic project key. Alright, I got the product key ready to go. It's a little darker than I'd like, but this camera is actually stable. so I can actually use it to get videos done. Alright, as you can see, we are loading into the Longhorn 4074 installer. I'm gonna move the keyboard a little closer to me so I can actually use it. Oop, I bumped the camera. There, so I can actually use it instead of having to reach really far away, because the camera is relatively far away from the screen. Alright, welcome to Windows Setup. So we're going to hit continue, and we're going to enter in my product key for Longhorn. And then we're going to accept the agreement, continue. Computer name. The computer name will be Longhorn. Continue. Destination. We're going to click this first partition on the Hitachi Desk Star, and hit format, and hit continue. Then we're going to hit continue, and before we hit this button, I'm going to pause the recording to make sure this clip saves, and then I'm going to time-lapse the entire installation. So we'll be back once that's done. Alright, so we're at the end of the install. Longhorn will probably restart. I think it always restarts around this point. Well, if I don't use the special build I'm using, it'll just explode. So it'll go to the desktop, it'll spam you with add new hardware wizards, but this version always restarts. So now we can pull out the disc. Here's the disc. This is the way it was meant to be version. It's kind of better overall. So, then we just gotta wait for it to boot to desktop. And now we're at the Longhorn desktop. Alright, so now that we're at the Longhorn desktop, we have to do a couple of quick things. First, we're going to change the theme from Arrow to Slate, which is the default theme normally for Longhorn, but this is a different build that advertises having fixed Arrow. So we're just going to undo that because Arrow will lag my GPU, and we need as much GPU power as we can get to play Minecraft. And we're going to go up here to the Settings tab, and we're going to increase the resolution to the native of this LCD panel. Put the recycling bin in the corner, start computer, show on desktop. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to open Internet Explorer, because we have some downloading to do. So we're going to connect to my local server. We're going to go to Firefox, and we're going to download 45 ESR, which is the newest web browser I can get to function on this hardware configuration on Longhorn. Then we can just close IE because we don't need it. Yes, set Firefox is my default web browser. It's going to bother us for activation, but we don't have to worry about that. And then, yes, start Firefox now. Put the recycling bin back in the corner. Move the Firefox up. Don't import anything. So the next thing we have to do is we have to address the driver situation. So first things first, we have to go to my driver archive. So then we go to NVIDIA, FX 5200, Longhorn 32-bit, and we're gonna save this file into my documents folder. And then we just wait for this to download, and while that downloads, we can also grab some other files. We can download from Java. We're gonna need Java 7. Actually, let me change my Firefox settings really fast. So, always ask me where to save. So we're going to download this. Put it right here. Then we're also going to download Java 8 Update 74 for later. Then we run the NVIDIA driver package, but we are not going to actually install the driver package. Oh, and there's one more thing we gotta download. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go to the VM 98 directory. Got the Minecraft. We got a copy of the Minecraft launcher. We're just gonna stick this on our desktop. And that's everything we need. So, when the installer starts, we could just hit cancel. Hit yes, that'll close out our setup. But, if we go to Explorer, you can see in here, we still have the drivers extracted. So, now we have to update our drivers. So to do that, you hit Windows key R and type dev mgmt.msc. This will open Device Manager. Once you're in Device Manager, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, hang on. There. Once you're in Device Manager, you want to pull down the menu for the FX5200 and hit Update Driver. And select Install from a list or specific location. Choose the driver to install. Hit Have Disk. Browse. Then we're going to browse to the place we extracted the driver to earlier, which is here. And we pick MV4 disk and hit OK. Then we pick this device and then hit next. It'll say blah blah blah, not signed, it's fine, install now. This will pop up, but don't worry about it, it's fine. Install now, don't care. So then once the driver has been installed, we have to, hang on, zoom out. Can't zoom out, what the heck. I hate iPhone cameras. Whatever. So then we will restart the computer and we'll be back when the computer has started back up. So we're back and Longhorn has finished, well, almost finished starting back up. We don't have the taskbar. There we go. Now we have all the weird stuff. So we're also going to fix the time because the time is currently wrong for where I live. So we're going to go date and time. Time zone, change it to, where is Eastern time. And done. So then we can close out of this and then reopen computer. Now we get to install the two Javas. So first, you think we want to install a newer version, which is Java 8 right here. So yeah, we'll try and install Java 8 first. This will take a little bit to just sit and process. I don't know why it takes so long, but it just does. But you'll soon see why it's not as straightforward as you think it would be. So, as you can see, it looks like it's gonna finish. It's got the bar all the way filled up. Looks like it's gonna work, but this is only a ruse because it will not work. It will just explode. And that's not fun. As you can see, we get an error. There is a problem with the Windows installer package. So, then it will basically undo and disappear. But this is what we want it to do, because if we go look at our program files directory, there's a Java folder, and the Java Runtime 8 has been installed. But here's the problem. If we open a command window and do Java, there's JAR, and then drag in the launcher, and then hit enter, it will instantly segfault. We can try and fix this by activating our good friend, where's java.exe? Java.exe, where the frick are you? Here it is. We could try to fix this with our good friend compatibility mode, running compatibility mode for Windows XP. But as you can see, actually that might help. Yeah, it helps a little bit, but it still crashes. So it's still basically entirely useless to us. It seg faults when it tries to load the web preview. So while we're still in here, we're going to fix compatibility mode for Java W, running compatibility mode for Windows XP. And then we're going to minimize this because we'll need it later. Now, the next thing we have to do is install Java 7. And then we don't need this anymore, so we just close it. So we have to install Java 7, since Java 8 refuses to work. We need a way to start the launcher. So Java 7 can fill that gap for us. I don't know why Java 8 doesn't work. I don't know why it crashes, it just does, but this is the only solution that I figured out. You can get around it. Also, I like how this says BlackBerry, and Blackberries aren't even made anymore. That goes to show how frickin' old this version of Java is. It's from like 2014, I think. So, on Longhorn, it'll still say installation failed, but it'll do the same thing. But here's something a little bit weird. On normal Longhorn 4074, it doesn't set the file extension, or it doesn't set the file type associations, but on this version of Longhorn, it does. But if we try and open it, you can see it'll just, oh, no, it'll just segfault again. So to fix that, we gotta go back into the Java 7 folder, bin, and then find Java W, which is right here. Go Properties, then in Other Properties, pick Compatibility, tick the box and pick Windows 2000, apply, okay, close. We can delete this. This is a core dump. Open the launcher. And as you can see, for some reason, Windows 2000 compatibility mode makes it work. Now I'm going to go log into my Minecraft account and we'll be right back. As you can see, we have now logged into my Minecraft account, and unfortunately, you won't be able to do this for long because they're discontinuing the legacy launcher. And I don't know if there's any other launchers that will run on XP or Vista, so yeah, that kind of sucks. Anyway, so the newest version you can play on an FX 5200 is 1.12.2, but 1.12.2 needs Java 8, and that's why we installed a separate Java runtime. So you're going to want to go down here to the Edit Profile button, and then change the version to 1.12.2. Then you're going to want to tick the executable box. Then copy the path to your Java 8 installation and paste it in the box. But then at the end, add a /javaw.exe and then hit save. Then all you have to do is hit play. As you can see, the little download bar will steadily make its way across the screen. And then once it's done, Minecraft will function on Windows Longhorn natively. Now, in theory, if you have a better, more modern graphics card and you get the drivers installed for it on Longhorn, you'll be able to play the newest version. But because my graphics card is crap, I can only play this before my OpenGL is too old and I'm forced to not play it because it just seg faults instantaneously. As you can see, here's the Mojang logo. And any minute now, we'll be at the title screen. Yep, here's the title screen. So, the first thing we got to do is video settings. Decrease all the video settings as low as they can go. You can also install Optifine. I have tested Optifine, and it indeed helps with performance on Longhorn. Let me turn up my speakers. There, that should be enough. So then, just to show you, we can generate a single player world. We can call it Windows. Oh, okay, sure. I was trying to hit shift, but I hit enter instead. So this will take a couple minutes to generate because we only have a single, well, actually we have a dull thread. I can pull up Task Manager. Here's Task Manager. As you can see, we are basically maxing out our Pentium 4. It's not dual core, it's just hyper-threaded. This is just a hyper-threading Pentium 4. You can see the graphs now that I've refocused the camera on it. And then we can just close this and go back to Minecraft. As we wait for this world to generate. Nope, there we go. There it is. That 0% is a good sign. Because then, it will, come on, almost there, Minecraft. Move with WASD and jump with space. We can run a couple of commands. So, game, rule, do, daylight cycle, false. And game rule, do, weather, is there a weather cycle? We'll do weather cycle, false. As you can see, this is Minecraft. This is my Patchouli skin. I think it looks cute. And who turned on auto jump? Auto jump is the worst feature in Minecraft. I hate auto jump. Oh, okay, the trees are broken. Yeah, this happens sometimes, I don't know why. I think it's my graphics card just being totally craptastic. But, we can break stuff, we can, if we grab like a block here, we can grab some like TNT or something like that. And we can. Then we can ignite it. As you can see, it's not at like a perfect frame rate, but it's plenty playable, honestly. It's amazing how well this runs on this terrible graphics card that I got for free. But that's the entire process for running Minecraft on Microsoft codename Longhorn. I hope you guys learned something from this video. If not, I hope it was at least interesting. And I'll see you guys next time whenever I come up with another idea for a video.